47 ministerial nominees for a man that said he was going to hit the ground running, that appreciate the problem that we are as a people, that understand that we are in so much debt. And then, as I talk, we are currently borrowing to service loans. So then you go ahead to produce 47 ministerial nominees, most of which are recycled politicians, former governors that have got baggages and issues with the EFCC and several of the anti-graft agencies. So many of them without portfolios. Abubakar Momo, who is from Edo State, two-time House of Rep member, unknown, basically brandless personality in the political sphere. A lot of these guys recycled corrupt criminals as ministerial nominees for a government that said they want to renew hope. And in a system like this, in a country like ours where we're already crying that the poor cannot breathe, we are currently in some form of chains, right? Everywhere is chains, though we're born free. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu go ahead and recycle old politicians, former governors, and several of the likes. And then you say there is hope. Again, like I've said, it's just unfortunate that some of you trusted the NLC and the TUC to provide any form of succor for anything. It's the current situation of this country, and it's irritating. You would think that for a government that has that knew that they did not get to power by majority of the vote, by popular vote, it may have people said that they were not voted for to get to power, they will play less. We are expecting a cut down on the cost of governance in this country. But we are hoping that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will concentrate his efforts in ensuring that there is a reduced, to the barest minimum, reduced interest on governance costs. How do we merge moribund ministries, agencies? How do we ensure that some ministries are scrapped? There are so many duplicating effects of ministries and parastatals and agencies in this country. But who is the one that wants to renew hope? Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's the problem with the Nigerian politicians, average politician, because they have got to power with several agreements. Of course, Bola Ahmed Tinubu became even worse because he wasn't popular on the street, and though he was popular, it was probably wrong reasons. So he had to enter several alliances, several agreements, and that's the effect what we are seeing at the moment. He is currently going to repay the Nigerian ministerial the ministries in Nigeria, the federal ministries in Nigeria. They are compensations for efforts that certain politicians put in to deliver the president in the elections. The time has passed when technocrats, when professionals, when experts came into the field and head on to this thing and use that to help in the situation. I'm sweating. Can't even afford to buy fuel to be able to do this video. And so somebody is saying that there is hope for this country because you have your brother who is affiliated to you in tribe, in religion, or by political party in power. The rest of us are suffering. 47. And the NLC and TUC will go to bed and call off a national strike and protest because they have been promised. Now today they promised you now. Go and ask us where is we going on strike. The doctors, have they not been promised? Do you know the document that in the Resident Doctor Association and then the ASU they are requesting for? Do you know when it was signed? And they just because there was a promise, you have called off a strike. Gonna does this again. Nigerians, you should know that we are alone. All this hope, blink and glimpse of hope from various corners that we are honoring, we are alone. The same president that is here to fix the security situation in this country. One of the reasons why we are buying everything in this country, especially food, at high cost, is because people cannot go to farms in this country. There's so much insecurity in the farmlands and in the rural areas. But a president is sitting with other heads of government to decide what will happen in Niger Republic. As a student of systems of government, right? I'm not an apologist to coup. I don't like it. I think any kind of government that doesn't give the people the opportunity to decide who leads and how government is run, it's wrong. Dictatorship, military intervention in government, not something that I like. But you see, the priority of this country will be focused on bringing hope and succor to Nigerians. You cannot be a big brother when you have no fix. Charity should begin at home, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Charity must begin at home. What is happening in Niger is wrong, is disappointing. We shouldn't be doing that. It's happening in Burkina Faso, in Guinea, in Mali. All this should stop. But you see, Bola Tinubu focus on the problems of this country. This country is in dire need of sterling leadership, and you should focus on it. Let me go and clean up my sweat. That's what Tinubu has cost. Good night.
I am pleased to forward to you the underlisted 19 ministerial nominees for confirmation by the Senate. 19. Ahmed Tijani Kwazo, Bosun Tijani, Dr. Miriam Shetty, Dr. Isiak Salako, Dr. Tunji Alauza, Dr. Yusuf Tango Sununu, His Excellency Adeboyeka Oyetola, His Excellency Atiku Bakudu, His Excellency Bello Matawele, His Excellency Ibrahim Gaidam, His Excellency Simon Bako Lalong, Lola Ade John, Prince Shuaibu Abubakar Audu, Professor Tahir Maman, Senator Aliu Sabi Abdullahi, Senator Alkali Ahmed Said, Senator Henekin Lukbobri, Oba Maigari Amadu, Zevania Gisalo. Whilst I hope that the aforementioned nominees will receive the expeditious consideration and confirmation of the Senate, please accept distinguished Senate President and distinguished senators the assurances of my highest regards.
Yes. Pardon? I started in 1984, 1984, 1985, 1986, 1984, 1985, 1986. Pardon? 1984, 1985, 1986, 1987, 1988, and 1989. That was when I passed out with first school living certificate. Primary school. I'm talking about primary school. Then I further my secondary school in 1990. Yes, secondary school in 1990. 1990, 1991, 92, 93, 94, 95. That is when I got my SSCE. That's when I got my SSCE. Then I graduated in 2004. Yes, what happens that I was actually supposed to pass out in 2003, but there was a prolonged strike. If you remember, there was a prolonged strike by ASU. Then I did a 5-year program in engineering, which I was supposed to stay there for 5 years. But because of the prolonged strike, I spent 6 years for the program. That is why I graduated in 2004.
Prof, the question was, you were born in 1980 and you had your first school living certificate in 1989. That means that you, at the period you should have been in nursery school at the age of 4 years. You were already in primary one. You were already in primary one. Which state was this? Well, let's So the nominee was born in 1980.